it wasn't what you'd call a scintillating start to the NFL season in 2019. The Packers go to Chicago and win 10-3. Aaron Rodgers does just enough, essentially, to win with a single deep throw, and Green Bay, after that, let Trubisky be Trubisky. And as I've been telling you for years, letting Trubisky be Trubisky, not great for the Bears. What quick takes can we take away from the Thursday night opener? Let's dig in. Let's first talk David Montgomery. It's his first action that counts. What we immediately see on this carry is, well, the bounce outside isn't amazing, but he sheds one guy's arm and then he takes on a couple other guys. And I think what you start to see immediately is strong. And this one shows it even better, bouncing first off his own guy, then stumbling but staying upright, turning, just obviously a really strong kid taking on two more tacklers. It was not the kind of workload that you're looking for fantasy, but the beginnings of recognizing a really strong kid. Here's the catch David Montgomery had. He's in the backfield. He's uncovered. It's a pretty simple go route. The thing to pay attention to is not a perfectly thrown ball. It's behind him just a little bit and nice body control in the air to come down with it. Now, one play that caused a complaint for me, this one, where he does gain 6 yards and he does see the hole, but he's not exactly cutting hard and keeping his speed. That's a multi-footed cut, where I think an elite talent cuts it back hard and therefore is kind of a half a step further ahead and maybe makes a bigger play. That's a little bit alarming to me. We're going to have to be patient for the workload to arrive. It turns out, when coaches tell beat reporters how much they love a player, it doesn't always mean he's getting 20 touches in his first game. Montgomery got 7 touches. This isn't a panic situation. This is a find someone else who's panicking situation. Tariq Cohen played 46 snaps, but only 2 in the backfield. He's essentially a receiver, at least in this game. Mike Davis played 38, and Montgomery played 23. It's going to take a little while. Maybe you don't feel great about starting him right away, but it's going to take a little while. We'll come right back in a second, and we'll talk about some other tidbits from Thursday. Hey, let's thank BetDSI for being such a great sponsor. If you've been on the lookout for a place to play the point spreads, let's go. BetDSI. I've had an account there 4+ years. Works great. You're heading into the week 1 weekend. It's exciting. You're going to be watching. You want to play Steelers Patriots, Giants Cowboys, Titans Browns. Get over to betdsi.com and start an account. And we have 2 codes for you to use. Experienced players, use the code HarrisTube. 100% deposit matching, extra bankroll to use. Less experienced players, try HarrisTube 5. They'll match 5% of your deposit with no extra volume requirements to cash out. It's time. Let's do this. BetDSI.com. Okay, we're back at it. Allen Robinson played well. These 2 catches feel representative of his night. Hard sometimes to know whether they're back shoulder throws on purpose or Trubisky is just inaccurate. It's awesome that Robinson was physical. He actually had another near catch close to the end zone where he got shoved out of bounds. Clearly was out of bounds, was a great effort. We'll take the 100+ yards. But the quarterback will have to play a lot better for this kind of statistical night to keep happening for Allen Robinson. If we talk some Packers, you certainly saw Green Bay try to get outside zone runs going, as on these couple of plays with Aaron Jones. That's the Shanahan coaching tree in Matt LaFleur, outside zone. It's just a really hard matchup. On these 2 runs, Jones gets 16 yards, and he had 23 yards on his other 11 carries. I think the takeaway here is Jamal Williams played, and Jamal Williams is going to play. I've been telling you that all summer. They about split snaps in the first half. Jones took over more in the second, and Williams didn't look good. He actually missed some pass protection too. The takeaway here for Aaron Jones is that not every defense is the Bears' defense. Jimmy Graham, only 3 catches, only 30 yards, but he gets this touchdown. And I guess in some way, file this away. Don't discount this. Collinsworth said it right. This is trust. This is almost exactly the same throw Trubisky blew a little bit before that I'll show you in a second, except Aaron Rodgers is trusting the right guy. He just trusts that Jimmy Graham will go win. So much so that even though this play had a flag and was called back on another scramble drill, once again, let's throw it up to the basketball player. Let's see if he can make a play. It doesn't catch it here, but it's just worth taking note. I don't think Davante Adams gives you a lot of 4 for 36. That's not a common line for him. The Bears defense once again looks legit. But it's not bad to see Jimmy Graham hurdling tacklers. He's more of a lumbering Horse Donovan type than he used to be, but still a pretty good athlete. I'm filing away the few good moments that Graham had in this one. But let's save the final word for Trubisky. It wasn't just the last interception, which was horrible and ended Chicago's night. The problem is that Trubisky stares down his intended receiver the entire time on this play, so the safety, ex-Bear Adrian Amos, just reads his eyes and goes to the corner. It's not even technically an inaccurate throw. If there wasn't someone behind Allen Robinson, it would have been either incomplete or a touchdown, but it's a terrible mistake. And it's also not just this. Deep into the game, Trubisky's defenders were still on Twitter saying, well, at least he doesn't have an interception. But I think you can watch this play and say, well, he should have. The Packers just were not afraid to bring pressure against Trubisky. They do not think that quarterback is a quick enough reader of defenses to hurt them. But it's not just the interception and the near interception. It's also this series that we'll show to you just in a string. Plays I picked out where Trubisky is just too late. He doesn't really process information quickly enough. Now, we may look back and decide the Packers have assembled a really good defense, and then this performance won't look so shabby. But right now, it looks pretty shabby. I've been making the Bortles comparison for Trubisky for a while now, and when so much of whatever stats he produced Thursday night were just dump-offs on critical drives at the end, when they were going 5 yards at a time, and when the offense was so rickety because Trubisky just has a hard time going quickly enough through progressions or just overshooting a receiver, time to worry a little bit. Overall, it wasn't a good offensive game, obviously, and people who aren't that good at fantasy football are going to overreact. Let's not do that, especially when it comes to Montgomery, Davante Adams, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones. They'll all have better days, and if you can get a panic seller after week 1, by all means, pounce. But let us know what you thought of the 10-3 snoozer of an opener, and we thank you very much for watching.